Welcome back to Central Coast News, your reliable source for the latest local happenings. As the 2024 Hume Lake Games approach, we swing the spotlight to our very own True Life Christian Fellowship competitors. Including recently discovered footage, we bring you an exclusive special that highlights the intriguing story of the True Life Youth Group Boxsled participants. Told through the eyes of an expert, we are now joined by pastor and youth leader Eric Reinstead, a Hume veteran preparing for his 27th winter on the mountain.
Boxsled. It is truly epic. In the rugged, snow-filled Sierra Nevada mountains, you sit there with these youth, these teams lined up, and you prepare to careen down the treacherous slopes, often ending in explosions of powder and youth flying. It's truly a glorious thing. For the True Life Youth Group, I see it as a David versus Goliath. We take this small youth group from a rural community, houses spread miles apart, and we come together and we travel up this hill to face insurmountable odds. I love that our whole church comes together. Even members of our community. They collect cardboard. They raise funds. They go up the mountain and down the mountain as drivers, counselors. They teach kids how to use tools. They teach them how to build. It is a truly corporate effort that brings people together as these youth prepare their cardboard and duct tape missiles to sail into combat on the snowy slopes. How many churches do you know? Don't answer that, it's rhetorical. That would fill their whole back of their church with cardboard relics. We want our youth to know that this is their home, and we are proud of them. The history of the boxsled. It goes back more years than many of the youth going down the hill in these upcoming games have been alive. 2008, we arrived up there with our high schoolers, knew nothing about this new competition, and they told us, grab some cardboard, some duct tape, in those days, Sharpies. It was a lot looser then. Our high school girls decided to take up the mantle, and they built a Noah's Ark. Our middle school trip that followed shortly after, they built a Batmobile. They were the pioneers that began an enduring legacy. Shortly thereafter, it might have even been the next year, Hume Lake refined this competition that they had quickly realized was something to hold on to. They eliminated Sharpies and restricted these sleds to only cardboard and duct tape. But that did not stop our pioneering youth. They have found over the years so many creative ways to use simply cardboard and duct tape to build incredible logos. I think of the Rough Fighter, the Hume Fire logo on the side of that. I think of the pirate ship and Felipe the Parrot in Queen Jessie's Revenge, and so many other things. It has been amazing. They say constraints produce creativity. Truly, this has been showcased in the True Life Youth. As the competition continued over the years, we experimented with varying designs to varying degrees of success. We had some amazing sleds and runs. We had some that weren't so glorious. The efforts were noble, and I am no less proud. One of the biggest turning points in the True Life Youth Group's evolution, if you'll have it, of boxsleds, came with the quack attack. It was in 2014 I one day asked, why do the youth need to be limited to sharp edges and corners? Why can't we have blending curves? And so we talked with the youth. We created cardboard frames that the youth covered with duct tape to make smooth curves. I love that duck. I still remember the youth sliding behind it on a sled with a Duck Dynasty beard and shotgun all out of cardboard and duct tape. That duck went down the hill. It did not have a very glorious jump, but it looked amazing. In 2022, there was another milestone that our youth crossed. This was with Jonah's Big Blue. It was with that we introduced moving parts. And they followed that the next year with the recrafted toolbox with moving pliers. Our first golden mailbox? It is some of my sweetest memories of these trips up the hill to these amazing games. It was the space shuttle, and it truly was, dare I say, an epic endeavor. It came down that hill. I believe that was the one year they used radar guns, and I think we hit 29 or 31 miles per hour. But it kept going.
It's still going! It's still going! It's still going!
It's on a mission, Rachel.
Weeks are coming up, and it's still going!
And it scored four perfect tens. We have had 4 other golden mailboxes. In 2016, there was the Rough Fighter, which was designed in honor of the firefighters who had stood around Hume Lake that summer and defended the camp against the advancing flames of the rough fire. In 2019, there was the Sword of the Spirit. Its name speaks for itself. In 2022, there was Jonah's Big Blue, which tied into the theme of Jonah being taught at the camp that year. And in 2023, the golden mailbox was brought back again to our small town with recrafted the toolbox and theme of God as our master craftsman, and how yielded into his hands we are truly amazing. All the years, all the trips, I am so proud. Year after year has built on the year before. These pioneering, fearless test pilots that have buried themselves in piles of snow, plummeted and twisted and rolled down the hill, taken the jump in epic speed with tremendous miles of air between them and the ground. Have plummeted so fast down the hill we wondered if we would find them in Fresno. These have been the pioneers who have paved the way, who have led us to where we are today. And win or lose, bring home the mailbox or not, they have each given it all they've had. They've laid it all out on the snow. And I am proud of each and every one of them. They are all winners in my sight. And we, as True Life Christian Fellowship, are so proud together of them all. They are our kids. They are ours. And we are proud.
Wow, that is truly a story to keep an eye on. So what can we expect from our local youth in this upcoming competition? When asked about their plans, here's what Eric had to say.
These upcoming games? I can't tell you what we're going to do. That would ruin the surprise. All I can, or all I will, tell you is dive, dive, dive. Because the True Life youth are going deep this year.
Well, there you have it, folks. We'll be keeping a close eye on our little church as it gets closer to this year's annual Boxsled Showdown. But until then, I'm Abigail, and you've been watching Central Coast News.